Kush and Cow Show. Kush and Cow Show. Kush and Cow Show. It's the Kush and Cow Show.
Brother,
Walk on.
there.
You see it?
Yeah.
I mean, man, we back outside again. We machine the work solid and now the things set already. We here today. Do anything a little different.
Right.
We tapping into the influence, the social media side of things. You know? We have a bedroom here with we. I feel like he deserve a bit more seriousness attached to him than he does get because he making big moves.
Yeah.
But some people think it funny.
Yeah.
You see it? So we come to find out whether it's seriousness we dealing with or everything is a joke.
True.
Is it?
Yeah.
We are motivated today.
I'm motivated.
What
Thank
you
you,
have
thank
on,
you,
my G?
goodness.
How you mean, man? You see it? Big up
Yes, sir.
yourself.
Lion, I don't know.
How you mean, man? Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
How do you think set it here?
Well, I know. I just take my time and come down today. Come down with the vehicle and bust the shot nice and smooth.
Right. DT that's still working.
Yeah.
How you mean, man?
I like to make sure and get my goal accomplished.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, there is question coach. Here we just kick back, we just spark up, and we just hold our reason. You see it? So now is the blaze up time in the show.
Okay,
Yeah?
sounds great.
How you mean, man? Take this time to spark up. How you mean, man? Remember to spark up the subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe. Remember always who helping me to build this thing. We're growing this thing together. So we're looking forward to all you share anything, subscribing, liking up the videos. How you mean, man? Cushion couch, we there. So, starting off the thing, what we would do is we would take a little time and we'll give you an opportunity to bring the people up to speed with who Mouttxt is. Who is Mouttxt, your name, where you're from, those kind of vibes. Yeah?
All right, this is goodness. I'm very thankful for this position right now because I realize that the clouds just get cloudy, the road just get
Bumpy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it is be hard to explain at times. So the clearance is nice,
Yeah.
you know. But the first thing I want to address is that they have a set of videos all over, you know, on the media. People will watch it and they will think Mouttxt is a funny man.
Right.
They will think Mouttxt is a comedian or any kind of man.
Right?
Mouttxt is not this. Mouttxt is a serious man.
Right.
Mouttxt is a man about his business.
Okay.
Mouttxt is about his money. Plenty of them things you see in the media, if not 80 to 95% of them thing, it's just makeup thing for money
Right.
and for entertainment.
Right.
You dig? Now Mouttxt was really brought out from hype and doing crazy things. So I just still mix it up a little bit thing too.
Yeah.
But I really like to keep it simple but effective.
See.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the name Mouttxt. Tell me where that name come
Yeah,
from.
where that come up?
Yeah, where
I
yeah.
hear what going on. Mouttxt is my last name.
Right.
And I just put the X to take out the
The E.
spelling, correct?
See the chit to switch it up.
Yeah.
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 Because my family them is profitable people.
Right.
So I made a stage name for
to keep
my-
them safe, to keep the name.
yeah, to make
Yeah.
it not it's not direct. It's
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
close, but it's not direct.
Yeah. Yes,
Right,
sir.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
You know? It's not direct at the business.
So nobody never tell you, well, to use that name, they didn't like that name or anything like that? Or you get free clearance from your family and blessings to go through it where you're dealing with?
No. I believe when I was now going through it, music and being seen on the media, I was addressed from my higher heads that use a stage name.
Okay.
Make a stage name for yourself.
Okay.
Right. And the birth of Mouttxt, the first video, the first concept are going viral, thinking about it. Tell me about that. Where that come from?
Well, that's a good one. I was minding my business by the window. You know. There with my friend, my darling. She's sweet, she real sweet, you know.
Right.
And Bo, I just wanted to rest something on she real bad. And I got one it and I get lost.
Yeah. It had you by the window.
Yeah, I had me by the window there. And boom now. she wanted to play. She was clonging me and making a video trying to clong me, and she thinking it was gonna work in her favor, when it really was it opened a massive door to open more doors. It was a whole opportunity,
For Mouttxt.
yeah, in my life, because that video went out on Facebook, and then on Facebook that video went out on Instagram, and then on Instagram that video was on WhatsApp, and in a matter of
Okay.
24 to 72 hours, that video was all over the Caribbean.
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing it as well. I know the video you're speaking about.
That video was all over the Caribbean. So, you know, it's not to say it's a fly by night thing. I mean, it looked like a fly by night
Yeah,
thing, but
yeah.
yeah.
in realistic, it's not a fly by night thing, you know.
It had a history behind the whole
Yeah.
incident before the video.
Correct is right.
So if the sister didn't try to clone you, then
Oh, well,
you
here
would
we
not
go
know
on.
Mouttxt then.
That was my personal good friend, you know, my darling, you know,
Way.
you know, and well, I consider she my personal.
Right.
See, a naughty thing go.
Yeah, yeah.
know?
It didn't
Love
bound to be
shock.
that way.
Yeah, love shock, crazy.
Same.
So we just forget it now, right now, and we more, you know, you have to get wise. And time passes, you have to have wisdom, you know. When I'm just around the band, I'll be 30,
Okay.
yeah, but people don't know, right? So, you know, you have to be wise, you have to be more, you know, for the people.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not always what you want in life, but what life might want for you.
That is it.
You understand?
Yeah.
And you know, I always try to educate and guide my people who wanna see the way in life, you know,
Yeah.
all who want to achieve and strive.
I like how you're saying that because we talk about where your first video start, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point you know, it have a message behind what you're dealing with, or you're just on entertainment? Where's the real foundation of your videos and things like that?
Well, the video them is really strictly entertainment,
Right.
and it gets so good, nice that people see anything I lick out, it reach out there. They like that. So business owners might come to me, you know, a grocery, any kind of business, and they might want me to get them off forward, you know. So I just do my thing, you know.
So you take the adversary, you take the trials, the people laughing at you, and you turn it into a profitable business.
Very well said. Very
Yeah?
well said. That is exactly what I did.
And now that you have that said business or that said ability to be profitable, what is the next step for Mouttxt?
Yeah.
Boy, right now the next step, Mouttxt needs to hit out of the fly out of the country, do something real spectacular right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Make a 5-star movie,
Yeah.
you know, something like Hollywood standard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Because Mouttxt is not a regular, and I always want people to understand that.
Mm.
I know that people know that, but don't forget it. I'm not a regular person,
Right.
you know.
As you touch on not being regular, we know that you're differently able,
Well, this is it
right?
too.
And I don't know if you wanted to speak a little bit on
Yes, I have no problem at
what
all.
it is, you
You
know,
know?
what is the difference? Yeah.
You know, being part of growing up in life, you have to be able to show your flaws.
Yeah. Own up to your truths.
You understand?
Yeah.
And let the people understand what it really is.
Right.
So people will watch me all over the country, see how I'm skinny and how I'm frail looking, and think that something's wrong with me. They would think I'm sick. No, this is not the case. This is not the case. Don't watch Mouttxt and feel like something's wrong with Mouttxt. I have arthritis. Arthritis is like old people just get the
Yeah.
joints stiff.
Yeah.
They get their mobility is limited.
Limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And I have it throughout my body. So it's not to say it's one part of my body. You know, so I just still cope with it because I'm very strong and I am not a weak-minded person. So, you know, if I was a weak-minded person, the arthritis would fight them. But
Yeah.
I get up and go in the hot sun and work my body and keep my body warm, keep my body active. Because anytime you let your body get cold, the arthritis will take over it.
Okay.
See.
And there's something incurable by Mouttxt, or something you could reverse, or it's
Well, I really would want to believe that they would have a cure for this, boy. And I just not seeing the people who want to help we boy.
I never try none of them nature man and thing like, herbs
Yeah,
and thing.
I just never really forwarded it,
See.
Yeah, to
I
keep
just
it
want
up.
I just want the God blessing come down one time and say, this is what you need to take. Take an X amount of time. And think I can't really take all of that headache thing studying to go by X, Y, and Z and not get through.
Right.
Unable to get through one shot.
Yes,
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
come like you're waiting for the cure then,
All right,
just-
because I want the goal and I just come down.
yeah.
You know, we just do it. We just do it.
Right. So having
do it.
this being in this position, what your for people who in the same position and want to do it like how you doing it, don't allow your dunks, your shortfalls to stop you from doing what you're doing. What is your like home natural care? What is your self-care routine and thing? How you just be able to function as it is function?
Well, this is it. It's not to say I'm fully unable to move.
Right.
I could still move. So I just suit my body to adapt with the lifestyle. Right? I ain't able to run up a stairs, walk up a stairs normal and thing, or run like when I was young,
Right.
when I was younger. You know,
Yeah.
used to be able to run fast.
Yeah.
And still, you have to learn how to adapt.
Hmm.
So if you know you're not capable, don't put yourself in a situation where you
You
would
can't.
have to able, where you won't have, you understand?
You won't have no control over.
Correct is
Very good
right.
advice. Yeah. Know your limits and structure to suit.
Right?
Yeah, man.
As a boy, I just do my thing the correct way. I doesn't try to skylark myself.
See.
Yeah.
Now, we know Mouttxt. We know Mouttxt. Mouttxt are 1.13 or something, so followers on Instagram. We know that come a certain level of fame and certain level of attention,
For sure.
sometimes a certain level of distraction even. How you, Mouttxt, just deal with that?
But I just get lost in the sauce, being real with you. Boy, because with that comes a whole new, it come like a whole new ball game because
Yeah.
the height of people they start to deal with,
Yeah.
it is expand by plenty.
Okay.
Right.
So a really regular person might once for the week they might meet two people.
Yeah.
When you be in this
You
person,
meeting 20 people a day.
yeah, you might be 20 for the week or 40 for the week. You understand? And you get lost in the sauce.
For
Yeah.
real. So people coming up to autograph, to a picture, you experiencing that?
I get out flooded.
Yeah.
Flooded.
Yeah.
That does cool long though, or it is being the start alone, or
Boy,
it is,
that didn't even have cool long.
Jeez.
If I go out on the beach and a young boy see me or a young girl see me,
Yeah.
they what that?
Yeah.
Picture.
Yeah.
Daddy and all.
Yeah.
Calling for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look, Mouttxt. Let me take a picture of Mouttxt.
I just glad to get them,
Yeah.
I doesn't no
If you
nobody.
like that, yeah.
I just feel I go in with vibes too. You see vibes I always was from young, just go on somebody's vibes. So if you know your vibes good, you must get a picture. But if you know you're thinking for a picture and you're coming with bad vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
feel it one time and yeah.
You understand? Like I eating food and you see me eating food and you come up with me in one picture.
Yeah.
Like how you expect to get a picture and you see me what's just eating.
Yeah, you ain't have no
Understand?
respect for me then.
Yeah.
You understand? You have to know how to do the thing in life.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Realness.
Yes. I have a couch question for you. Couch questions is just random questions we just try to get sometime, right?
Tough, yeah.
In the midst of all the success and fame, what is one moment stand out to you, Mouttxt, that didn't even make it on camera? Something you enjoy, like a moment where the fame bring, and you was like, yeah, boy, Mouttxt, boy, that's feel good. Oh,
Well, I didn't really reach on the camera when Mouttxt is doing a regular.
right.
Racing car, boy. Racing car, that is hardly reach on the camera and that is be going on plenty, boy.
So
I
you
feel
like
like
to drive.
I feel like that topic too gentle to be speaking about because like you know how the country does go and how the world going today.
Yeah.
Anything you say is monitored.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But oh God, boy, I must relax myself too. But I just do things calculated. Before when you're watching a road, before like okay, I'll drive for 9 years now.
Yeah.
When I now start to drive, I might pelt along the road and not study what side of the tab what could come out of a side road. And you're pelting coming out of the road. No, I done accommodating for everything,
See, even when you make the belt.
even when I make the pelts.
See, so you love to drive. Driving is something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very it's a bit adrenaline rush, and I like the adrenaline rush.
So you ever think about like growing up, like you ever had any aspirations to like do drifting and like rally racing and
Well,
those kind of vibes? Cause I know that
When I was younger, I was a lot more resilient. I used to play football and think I got a chest on the ball and volley it in the goal.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So now driving come like that hobby for you. That,
relief.
that skill you could still.
No, well, I just thank God for life, you know, and really tell him that God is the greatest, because at age 14 and 15 and 16, I did worrying myself because I have a stiff neck. We can't even really look back all the way. I
Yeah.
thinking I wouldn't able to drive, my neck too stiff. And then when I get to drive and I learn how to use the rearview mirrors and I get to watch the road properly and I get to see all around me,
Yeah.
I just start to feel so good. I end up getting to learn to drive too good now.
Right.
Because the fellow who did teach me, he was a little heavy on the foot, but he knew what he was doing now.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned that way, and it was really something.
This vibes, the fame, the everything, that change you. The marks are different. Use Mouttxt all the time, or you switch off and be Nick.
Oh, it is good. It is real mix up. It is mix up. When I'm going to a function, and I am going to like a party or something, they might book me for a guest appearance. I might put on a character,
Okay.
but really and truly, I just always be myself.
Right.
Furthermore, that what I'm saying is false. Even so, when I get booked for something, I'm still myself.
Right.
You know, I don't try to be boastful in what I do, or show any kind of pompous way about myself.
Yeah.
I'm still mellow when I go out there.
Grounded.
Yeah, I'm grounded. You know, I'm to myself. You know,
Yeah.
I going out on vibes, like I say.
Mouttxt is just an extension of Nick when you really check it out.
Yeah. Not our alter ego.
Or
altogether.
or something new, you know.
Yeah, I dig that. Come on.
That's something I want to ask you. And a little bit on the lighter side. That song you sing for Jada. Right?
Boy, I don't regret it one bit.
Yeah, why I ask you about that song, Because me personally, I like it. I like what you do with it. I like the fact that they just come and say what I was to say and you ain't butterfly it up and no wine and roses and
Nah, I have one.
Yeah.
That was a great strategy I did use back when I was pumping.
Right.
Yeah.
I did go on a little kind of interview podcast in Valsine,
Right.
and they asked me who's my celebrity crush, and I balled Jada Kane and said, what? It went viral.
Yes.
Yeah.
It went viral.
Yeah.
From that, when we used it we hit it in waves. And now the first wave was she was my crush, and then the second wave was she responded back to it,
Right.
Right.
and then the third wave was I make a song for she, and then the fourth wave was she make a song back for me.
Right.
It running about 4 wave.
Yeah.
Telling you,
That plan out there.
it was 3 wave for the least. It might have been 4 waves.
I dig it.
Because I ended up getting about 30 to 40,000 followers from that program, just off for saying it. And that was not premeditated from somebody to tell me to say that.
Right. That
I
was
just,
you.
off the top of my head, the man asked me who's my celebrity crush, and I knew if I said that, it was going to pop.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be like, what?
Yeah.
Would you like something from the beat up?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that.
Nice.
You know, it's not surprising me,
Yeah.
but I'm glad that the audience, the people are looking on, getting to see, or at least maybe pick up on what I'm about to say, which is a very calculated person.
Yeah.
Most things you do is not by chance. People would think it's by chance, but from listening to you, you just think a lot about your moves before, and that is make a good chess player, and a good chess player just end up being good at life.
Yeah.
Be able to maneuver and deal with whatever adversaries you have and overcome them and find a way to still strive.
Yes.
You know, that kind of way, and I see that trait in you. You know, that kind of way, so that's a blessing.
So he give me vibes. He give me vibes like Kai and Drewski and them way.
Almost, yeah.
You're seeing this comical fella, but you know how calculated and brilliant this clown is.
Yeah, you just see it in my drives alone.
Yeah, man. I would like to experience your driving. Yeah, man.
So let me ask you this, Mouttxt, right? seeing that I now mention you being that calculated, if ever had a video that you post or something that you just put out there and didn't expect it to pop, but it popped?
Plenty times.
Like what? Give me an example of one of them.
Boy, it have so many.
I know you do a lot of things. Yeah, I know you do a lot of things in the period of time.
Yeah.
So when you do your content, you hoping it hit you, and you don't have a strategy or a blueprint to say, well, all right, every time I post this, it going and shut. You still feel.
Well, the audience more like to see more my lifestyle now
right.
than me post promoting something.
Okay.
Or scripted content.
Now than scripted content, but scripted content does still score if it's scripted the correct way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I have done plenty scripted content paid for, and once it's scripted the correct way, it gets a big outcome, and businesses love this.
Okay.
Yes.
It anybody who you touch, who get inspiration from what you do, or who, because you advertise them, they end up banking the next week, and reach
Yes,
back
yes,
out
definitely,
to you. Yeah.
definitely. It had promotions who came and do back 2, 3, and 4 times and 5 times.
See,
More than one person, more than one client.
how does make you feel, G?
That has made me feel great, especially when a client call and they tell me they had a load in something and I advertised it for them and the load gone.
Yeah.
That has made me feel great.
See.
Let me go back to family a little bit without exposing the family.
Yeah.
Like, how does your family deal with Mouttxt?
Let me add to that too. You have any uncomfortable Sunday lunch where or we asking if the family where you crowd round the table and the brace you in any kind of way?
Now, here what is going on me. I love my belly bad.
Right.
Like how Chinny love soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my mother them and father could real cook, especially my mom.
Yeah.
Big up, mom.
Especially
Your
mommy.
mom's one time,
She
I
could
remember.
really cook almost anything she put her hand on.
Yeah.
Tasting real good, like 8 out of 10 and higher now.
Yeah.
It just gives you that strength. It just really is that.
Yeah.
I think my boy Adrian Red Carpet
Yeah.
Entertainment
Yeah.
tried it for 1 or 2 times, so he could all tell you.
Yeah.
Great.
That.
So I doesn't have no problem when it comes to food. One time I done day, belly done biting,
Yeah.
got bust through my jersey.
Right.
But
I done waiting for a hot plate of food, so I does not time to study who around me. I studied my food.
Right. And the family demographic now. The way they take to the Mouttxt character.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do some more outrageous thing.
yeah.
You know,
some
the way
wild
how
stuff.
they see most of your content, or do they really take on that or them kind of...
No, the thing about it is Moutti's personality is kind of crazy now. I go kind of mad out because so many crazy things have happened in my life that I don't even want to really touch on.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
it just kind of ripped my soul to now. So I just mad out to now.
Right.
And I just left us mad out in my calc. Like,
So the family know, well, Mouttxt is Mouttxt. Don't let out jump the heel. Like you do it.
yeah. Moutti's kind of hammer down.
So they're glad for you, they support you.
Yeah, of course they love
fully.
me. And parents love me. My friends, I
Yeah,
try to treat all my peers and all my loved ones, neutral.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And what about a little Mouttxt line or a little brand or Mouttxt?
Well, I don't
anything
know.
like that, any works or...
Not
thing?
enough money's making
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yes.
since
yes.
about 5 years now.
Yes,
and
not enough
still,
money
I could do
making.
it some more money.
Yeah.
I could do it some more money.
So we had to do not enough money making part two?
Not only that, we might keep a party. For it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
And a CD making.
See.
Right.
And a music video part 2.
See. I like how you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I up to the times.
So, as we did, what next, Mouttxt?
Well, as it stands, Mouttxt is trying to keep his head in our gears, save his funds and build capital and see about his life. Because just surviving in Trinidad is be hard. People feel as though Trinidad, unless you're like you have a big work in Trinidad and you're out there making money every day, it's hard for the regular Trinidadian. And not just
survive.
Trinidad alone, but just to survive, not Trinidad, but around the world right now.
Yeah.
Around the world, no captain, no joke to all who's listening. Not just Trinidad, but all around the world right now. If you not have a big a first class job,
Yeah.
and you even if a mediocre, it's hard for mediocre to survive because it's like, what are you really doing?
Yeah.
You know?
We changed governments recently.
Yeah.
We didn't go into deep on the political, but we changed governments recently. You as a citizen, what was your take on it?
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of happy. I was kind of happy because I think the country wanted that,
Yeah.
but right now I'm hoping to see an improvement in my country,
Right.
and I'm hoping I get a big improvement in the country. Right now, I see there's been a little improvement,
Right?
but I haven't seen a major improvement.
What you will consider improvement? What is some of your ideas?
Yeah. Give
The
it.
first thing I could,
Yeah.
the best thing I could say towards my loved Trinidad nation island is that if the crime could slow down, this would be a plenty better
Right?
place.
Come on.
Plenty better place.
Put down the gun,
Put down the gun
man.
and stop doing rape and stop killing people and killing innocent people and thing.
For real.
Where you think causing most of those crimes are? Where you think are we are living in our society? that
Money, poverty,
Not even enough money making.
you understand?
Yeah.
Money and jealousy and bad mind.
See.
Them thing causing all the crime.
And them things
and
happen
drugs
because
too.
of poverty.
Yeah.
You think we it have more ways that and we just don't know about it to come out of poverty? You think in 2025 we shouldn't
Be using
so poor?
poverty
Yeah.
as an excuse. Like we living in a time like you. You take a chance
This is
on
what I'm
yourself.
saying. This is what I'm saying. I top man Mouttxt, and I had to be explaining to the people that if you not have a 1% work in the country, or you have a big work,
Yeah.
even if somebody who's working for 10,000, 1,500 US a month cannot do nothing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them
Because
are
that's not no
balling.
set of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dig? I get $15,000-$20,000 in one handful, one set of money, and I done all the money in less than a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, in less than 6 weeks the money done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't play, you know. But I didn't spend the money on a set of work. I upgrade back my car, and I make sure I'm looking good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Representation is important
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep the image.
Could never be a top man and have a big name and you're not looking good, especially with your car.
True.
Coming back to the music a little bit, Mutti. I know you do a little thing in the dance hall. You had a little tune. You had a little, well, you know what I mean? You was there within the whole mix of the thing. Any more music? We could look out for Mutti as an entertainer coming.
Yeah,
Or that was just a...
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm glad you asked that. I find a skylarking myself with my music, you know.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
thank
telling
you.
the people they are a serious man,
Yeah.
but I ain't getting them the music, man.
Right.
So here what going on? We now going into summer holidays start for
Yeah.
school yet?
Yeah.
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 How long now?
Now it about to start. Test time right now.
Yeah.
I'm
If
about
about a week or two again.
yeah.
It's have 7 to 14 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we keep this podcast in the perfect timing.
Right.
Yeah.
If I can reach out in the studio in 10 days, that would be great. 7 days and all. And lick out something for the
Okay.
For the summer.
For the summer.
Yeah, they game in studio tonight.
We could get in studio tonight, man. Let's have a studio right behind your back.
Yeah.
there.
Well, now what we talking about?
You know what I mean? What works is works. But you know what I
Why
mean?
me about ask that Wuti? Because we always like to big up the ones who doing it in the country already, the pioneers, right? Is there anybody who inspire you from the pioneers, from people who do it before, whether it's your same field or just somebody else look up to locally? Is there anybody like that?
Well, I would give young brother the respect.
True.
Because I see young brother come from in the ghetto and use music to build himself.
Yes.
And I would also give Saki that same respect.
Okay.
Because Saki, I don't know where he come from. Maybe not too serious.
Yeah.
And they not know kind of thing. And he driving better than me today.
See.
You dig? Yeah, this is why people have to take their craft serious.
Serious.
And this is why I need to get serious with my craft with music. Yes, I just do advertising for people around the country and even in America and whatnot. But your musical craft could carry you a long way.
Yeah, further. Yeah, yeah.
Carry you further.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And I must never forget that.
True. It's all start to end up working together too, you know. It's be like a little your advertising brand will get strengthened by your music brand and vice versa.
By a
and so
content
doing
brand
all the
as
things
well.
together is make the
Yeah.
whole Mouttxt, the brand,
Bigger.
rise now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I say.
For sure.
Yeah,
That is it.
man. Yeah, man.
For sure.
You understand?
World
And
domination.
in terms of branding and you know, what's the next evolution for Mouttxt in the reels?
Boy, I just feel sick to my stomach when I think about branding because the height of money I just threw over my head.
Yeah.
I had lost real money with just not making clothes, you know. So we're selling jerseys.
Yeah.
Not enough money making jerseys.
Hmm.
Yeah. So when I think about branding, I think my next step for branding is to drop bad tunes on the market right now. 2-3 bad tune. Let the ladies know I'm here.
Yeah,
Let the
man.
fellas know step aside.
Mouttxt on the scene.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's how I'm feeling
Yeah,
for the
man.
summer holidays. Yeah.
So Mouttxt married or he single? One burner
Kinda-
or six
kinda.
shooter?
Nah, I kind of have a one burner right now.
Right.
Right.
She's my lovely lady, you know.
Right. Go-
Wouldn't speak about her too much, but she knows I love her.
Yeah, big up itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we for that one burner life right
Yeah.
now.
She
Yeah.
cooking. She
Quite
cooking like mommy.
promiscuous to it.
I respect that, you know what? I feel I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to carry some food for her.
And now go and ask if she cooking like mommy.
What?
She could get 8 out of 10 like
Boy,
mommy. Or
remember these new generation, boy, they like biting and
see.
new generation
Restaurant
style,
and
you know.
restaurant and them
They're
kind
not
of
the
thing.
old school days when we was
I
getting
dig
cooked
it.
food, too, you know. You gotta go digging, in the rural areas.
You have to make sure and have them pamphlets with menu and thing home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go in the crevices and dig up all over, and you will find
See.
proper woman who could cook
Yeah,
cook food for you.
for sure.
My lady there, she maybe could pull on a little thing, but you know.
It's alright. Yeah, man.
Me and my brethren here, we believe that no man is idle. No man stands alone. Everything this really, when you really check it out, is about the team. The people that are around you, your friends, the supporting cast,
For sure.
that kind of vibes. What is Mouttxt supporting cast like?
Yeah.
Your brethren and them day in your corner when I think going viral, they hyping you up. Or is you alone grinding and when the shine come,
Now here what us go on. Here what
Yeah.
us go on. The room could get dark, you know. And it could get dark, but it always have the light. Always has the light because
True.
right through, I have my friends, my good friends, you know, they have my back. They contact me on a regular. And when I'm viral, I'll get even more contact.
Right.
So whether I'm viral or not, my friends who check for me and I check for others make sure and check and contact me.
Talking about friends and thing. How you dealing with the no new friends or strainer in the people who just around you because of the hype or
But
real
they say,
friends?
I'm glad they asked me that too. I don't really have much friends. I don't really like people, you know.
See.
No,
See.
I don't really have much friends. But I'm trying to cope and adapt because I know the right thing to do is to be friendly and be nice in the place.
I
You
dig
want to
it.
reach far in life.
Yeah, man.
You know, you have to become a good energy, good vibes.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
manifestation.
yeah, manifestation.
If you could manifest one dream,
Mm.
one possibility for yourself, what would it be?
To go back in time by about 15, 20 years.
To do what? To be a youth man again?
Yeah.
Life was easier then, no?
Or it might have been to reach back to about 20, because at 20, a lot of assets I would have had, where I lost due to some real crises in my life and all kind of unexpected events that really kind of scarred me, you know. So if I could go back in time, I would really go back to about 20 and start again from 20.
Okay.
Yeah, right now I'm 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 8 years ago
I
I'm
think I'll
talking.
late years old.
Maybe even 21, 22, because I'm really talking more from like when I was starting to buy gems and them kind of stuff,
Yeah.
like jewelry and them kind of stuff. Yeah. Like all 20, like 21, 22. And I started to drive car from 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
it gonna be hard to go back in time, right? So I gotta address it in this way where you already had these situations with Sky,
Yeah.
right? Without these scars, would you be the same Muti or you be less than, more than? Because sometimes the scars is really
Hey, what
bring you
going
to
on?
this point.
I might be more pompous.
Okay.
I might be more feel like I could, be more of a out of time in person.
Yeah, untouchable.
Might I feel a bit untouchable because the amount of heights about more than, oh God, I don't want to get into
Yeah.
details.
Yeah, yeah,
Some serious wounds
See,
on the battlefield.
yeah.
anything you could share because here was going, right? It have a lot of
Well, if you want to get, if I want to
let me tell you
cut
it
out the
first.
bag, we just talk. We just dealing with like, a little pong and goal.
Right.
I alone generate that.
Right.
Yeah.
So why I asking is not to just mind your business now. It's just that the especially having such a large following, 100K plus, it have people who will look to you for strength, who will look to you
Yeah,
for,
plenty of
you
people
know?
just watch me like, you see when it comes to a boy make a song, the height and load of people that just come and attack me for help them promote their song
Right.
and message my phone and make sure I help them. There's plenty of people.
Let me ask you this. Do you help?
Well, I just use that as an easy way of getting revenue.
Okay.
Because plenty of people want to advertise a thing now. Every time I advertise something for somebody, it is lower down my value. Because my thing really went off viral on a kind of an embarrassment thing. And they like hype thing. And the media and Trinidad and the world society today only like vile and things where it's not good. If you see something positive happening, they don't want to see it. A boy had to done go viral and then bust something positive for them to hear him.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Unless a boy
Brilliant
really
analysis.
makes something really like so like melodious,
Yeah.
like a Ja melody,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
But I
that
love
kind
Ja
of-
melody.
Big
His
up
music
Ja
is
Melody,
great.
man.
I mean, man,
Come on.
I mean, big up melody anyway,
Yeah.
there, man.
The strongest soldiers get the hardest fights.
Yeah, them kind of music, so.
Yeah.
I want to lick out something like that. All coming up to the end of the year, into early 26, I could lick some serious conscious. But right now, Moutix's goal is dancehall and gal tune.
Mash the lady.
And when I lick them with that in the next
Yeah.
1 to 3 months, they're gonna fall on flat.
What? Predicted right here on Kush and Couch. Yeah, man.
I ain't feeling that necessary to say again. Muti dan leo know what time and it is,
You man
you know, the
drop
summer
mic.
hot.
Yeah,
The summer hot. And Muti looking to tear through the summer.
They Mouttxt summer.
And that you say so.
Yeah.
I mean, man.
Lion boy, mad respect,
All
Yeah,
the
man.
time.
Mad respect,
Yo.
Before we
Lion.
close off, right? To those that coming after you.
What you now?
To those that coming after you. Maybe even to those that might be a little bit in front of you who ain't catch the game yet. Get them a better advice before you pop off.
Hey, what I can tell all who want to rise and reach to the top, but starting from the bottom and slowly going up. Do not rush your shoes. If you're wearing a size 6 shoes, do not put on a size 8 shoes or try to step into a size 9 shoes. Never do that. You understand? Meaning, do not let something happen before it's time. Don't force something.
See.
You understand?
Don't rush your shoes.
You
Is
understand?
it?
What?
Now,
If you wear a size 6, leave the people size 8 alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you understand? Now, all youths coming up in the game, it's not hard. Don't feel like it's hard. It have ways to easily be known. As simple as just going on the highway and making a funny video passing by some cars, and the place will know you. You understand? Don't hot up your head and feel like you can't do this and you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's so much ways to make money and revenues in this place. And the more revenues you make, the better for your oneself.
Dig.
So instead of having a nest with 1 egg in it waiting to hatch, you have 4 eggs in the nest. So if 1 egg crack and mash up, you still have 3 more eggs.
Hot.
You understand what I'm trying to show you? So if you have money making, you're working in a job, and you have a little small hustle going on, there's 2 money coming in, and then you get 2, 3, 4 other revenue, you're gonna be a top man by the next 2nd week. You understand?
Man.
So I was telling all they just do all the thing nice and smooth and all they go reach to the top.
It's that.
Honest that.
Yeah.
Brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, nice. Mouttxt?
Yeah, boy.
Big
My respect,
up
coach and
yourself.
coach.
Oh, yeah, man, man.
Respect.
Don't know.
Don't know.